Hey guys, welcome to another recap video. In this, we're going to recap on I'm a super rich man. So, it's reasonable for me to be a scumbag. Miss Sue says, good afternoon, Mr. Jiang. Main character says, where are we going? She says, Luji as we buy you a hotel. That MC says, is the drama. You were planning to shoot a big investment? She says, boss Jiang is joking. How could I be the heroine in such a big investment? It's a small web drama with not much investment, and the company's plan is only $5 million. He says, what kind of drama can be produced with $5 million? Max suddenly lost interest. She says small productions have low costs and quick returns, so we won't lose money. The key is a good plot. I think this show has great potential. Boss, would you like to take a look at the script first? He says, no, I just invest. She says, seriously? No need to read the script. MC says, no need. If you're worried, I'll transfer the investment amount to you first. She says, that's not what I meant. I was just a little surprised. This is the second time we've met today. MC says, but I have one condition. You have TO work as an artist in my company. She says, you want TO sign me? I'm just a mediocre actress, and my contract hasn't expired yet. Do you know that? If you sign me, you have to pay the penalty for breach of contract. He says, that's not a problem, I know. She thinks I am not an innocent little girl. I naturally understand the truth that it is impossible for someone in the world to praise you for no reason. Although Mr. Jiang is very handsome, it's not a big loss for me. Agreeing to him means I can sleep with a young hunk and get him to praise me. Isn't this killing two birds with one stone? No, 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 Su-Wan. You can't break your principles. Otherwise, what's the point of all your perseverance? Over the years, she asks main character Mr. Jiang, do you have an entertainment company? MC replies, not yet. But if you agree, IT will be available soon. I heard from Xiao Xiao that you are not valued in Jiang Cheng Entertainment. Don't worry. If I sign you, I will take care of the penalty, and the company's focus will be on you in the next 2 or 3 years. She happily asks main character boss, do you have any special requirements for investing? Her friendship value rises up to 50. MC thinks her friendship value is only 50 points, and she is just a stranger to me. If I really make that kind of request, she will definitely not accept it. Even if she accepts it, she will be forced to do so, and there will be no fun at all. MC says to Miss Sue, don't worry. As long as you are an artist of my company, I will not ask you to have any shameful contact with other people, except the boss. She thinks in this day and age, if you can find an agency like this that doesn't ask for anything and still spends money to support you, then what are you hesitating about? Her friendship value rises up to 60. She says, Mr. Jiang, when are you going to sign me? Can I call you Boss Jiang from now on? He says, calling me Boss is too formal. Brother sounds much better, don't you think? She says, brother? How old are you? He teasing her says 20. She says, 20? Are you that old? Didn't you say you were just about to go to college? You should be 18, not 20. He says, so you were talking about age. I thought. She says, wow, boss, you little rascal. She says, boss, this meal is on my table. I'm really grateful for your help. After dish is served, he says to Miss Sue to express my gratitude. I will focus on filming in the future. A hit movie will be the biggest return of my investment. System dings congratulations to the host for receiving SU-1's contract intention. Rewards are being distributed. Mission reward, 20% of the virtual currency Hongqing Investment Company. Note 1. The system has legally supported this event. All of the host's funds will be channeled through Hongqing Investment Company, thus obtaining a public source of funds. Note, IT is assumed that the host purchased Hongqing shares at the company's inception, and all Hongqing company information is legal and verifiable. This information has been stored in the system and can be directly retrieved by the host. Special reminder: the host can complete an inspection at Cheng Company headquarters to receive a special reward. She says, "Don't worry, boss. I promise TO perform well." MC thinks this system is so thoughtful. Now I can explain to everyone how I became rich. This reward is arguably the most valuable one I've received so far. Let's synchronize the information with my parents so that they can digest the fact that their child suddenly became rich in advance, so I don't have to explain for ages when I get home. MC says, "Father, what's going on?" Main character's father says, "You have a good eye for investment. Cheng Investment has grown into a large company in such a short time. You must have made a fortune, right?" MC says to his father, "The monthly profit is probably only 600,000, but I didn't expect it myself." Main character's mother says, 600,000. Well, that means his annual income is over 7 million. Old Jiang, your son will soon surpass you. MC's father says this brat is just lucky. MC's mother says, "Stop being so stubborn." Who was the one bragging to his friends just now about how successful his son is? MC asks, "By the way, father and mother, what gifts do you want? I'll bring them to you when I go back." MC's parents reply, "It doesn't matter. It's enough that you have this intention. Remember, don't be arrogant or impatient. This is just the beginning. Don't get carried away. Do you understand?" MC says, "I understand. It's all for old Jiang." MC says to Miss Su, "Well, it's still early. Why don't you accompany me for a stroll?" She says, "Okay, boss daddy, where do you want TO go?" MC says to her, "Shopping mall. I didn't bring anything with me when I came here." She says, "No problem. If you're full, let's go." She thinks to herself, "I thought I was going to a place where things cost tens of thousands of yuan, but it turned out to be a store where prices start at 200,000 yuan. Is this what rich people call a casual stroll?" Sales executive says, "Hello, SIR. Do you have a reservation?" MC says, "Half." Sales executive says, "Please come in, SIR." Miss Su says, "HEY. Senior Lin, are you? What a coincidence. I didn't expect to meet you here." Ling RU replies, "Are you here, TO? Check the watch too?" Miss Su says, "I'll accompany one." She thinks IT seems a bit early. TO, call the boss now. She says, "A friend came. TO, look at the watch." The person beside Lin RU thinks, "A handsome boy." There are so many handsome guys in the circle. Looks are not the most important thing. The key is whether he has wealth or not. Hi, who is this beauty? The entertainment industry is full of talented people. MC tells the Situm friendly scan. Name: Lin RU. Age: 27. Height: 165 cm. Appearance: 90. Body: 88. Privacy: 78. Friendliness: 20. Stranger status. MC thinks the popular star Lin RU. Wow. IT seems that the big brother next to her has 77 like-minded people. Awesome. The stranger asks Lin RUER, "Who is this junior of yours?" She replied, "Brother Wang. She played my maid in that previous costume drama, and her name seemed TOB Wang." The stranger says, "My name is Wang HAI, and I specialize in film investment. If you want TO make a movie in the future, you can contact me." Lin RU gives a glowing look at Miss Su and thinks to herself, "Humph, Su Wan and I are not even on the same level. When I'm filming, it's always the investment boss who brings me to buy watches. I'm afraid Su Wan can only help the boss pick out watches, and then play and sleep with him after that." Miss Su thinks this is the reality of our industry. If you're not famous, and no one will even remember your name. But if you suddenly become famous, you'll immediately have a lot of unknown good friends. But these good friends will just shamelessly at you on Weibo every day. After all, what they really want is just to ride on your popularity. She says, "Thank you. I won't bother you anymore. Mr. Jiang, do you have any special goals today?" MC says, "Yota, anything suitable yet. What watches are in stock?" Both men's and women's watches are fine. Sales executive says the 7122 series model that the two guests liked was in stock, but the popular Starry Sky models were out of stock and needed to be reserved and queued up. MS says, what is the price range of the 7122 series? Sales executive says the price of the women's watch is 380,000 yuan. If you buy it now, you can basically get it at the public price. MC thinks it's still a bit more expensive as a gift for my mother. MC says, are there any women's watches starting at 500,000 yuan? You don't need to introduce me to such cheap ones. Sales executive says, yes, sir. Please wait a moment. I'll get it for you. Lin Ru thinks this is something I spent so much time and effort with Brother Wang to get. And you say it's cheap? What? 380,000 is not 38 yuan. Cheap? It would take an ordinary person many years of work to earn this amount. Miss Su thinks usually Lin Ru always looks arrogant, but she was broken down by Jiang Cheng's words. How interesting. She even implied that I was a little maid. It's rare that she can be ridiculed by others. Pretend to read a magazine. MC asks Miss Su like this. She says, no, just looking around. I can't afford it anyway. System dings new mission alert. Give SU1 a women's watch. Mission reward. Calculated upon completion. MC thinks this random mission is too random. But I also want to give her a gift to consolidate our relationship. MC says if you like it, I'll give it to you. She says no, I'll buy it myself when I make money. Lin Ru thinks that guy playing a double ACT with SU1. Is he trying to show off? These days, many people look at watches, but very few buy them. If you only look and don't buy, I'll embarrass you. The sales executive says to MC Mr. Jiang, these are very good. I'll help you try them on. Wow, sir, this looks great on you. MC asks her, do you think it looks good? She says it's okay. MC says, well, it just feels a little loose. She says, let me help you tighten it. MC says, well, it's better to be tighter. I like it tighter. She thinks, what he said doesn't seem quite right. He is only 18 years old. Am I overthinking it? I have only been with him for half a day, and he has already teased me twice. Her friendship value rises up to 70. MC thinks, what's the sudden increase in friendliness? It turns out that when a woman says no, she actually means yes. MC says to sales executive, please pack both of these for me. Sales executive, shocking, says, SIR? You mean both? Nang Hai thinks 2 or 3 million for both models. And you just buy them? Are you really that extravagant? Lin Ru is this true? Aren't they just pretending to be cool?